Welcome back to the county seat. We're in our final segment on emergency preparedness, and in this particular month, with the 10th year anniversary of 9/11, really need to pay attention to this. And I know some groups have taken a little extra time to try and promote emergency preparedness for all kinds of emergencies. But during the break, we got into one thing that I think is fairly important, and that is the issue of communications and how important that is. So you guys are really good at discussing things amongst yourselves, and I just sit here and take it all in, so I'm going to throw that one out there and get started.
Well, I'll just start by saying families need to be able to communicate, and they need to understand what their role is going to be when they can't. If we lose our communications lines, people are going to have to respond and do something without the ability to talk. You can go to a great website, bereadyutah.gov. They've got a communications plan in there. It's a one-pager. You can walk down through that plan, and you can put together all the information that you need to have for your family. And, you know, I guess I would talk to Mike and Wade and talk a little bit about the out-of-state contact and how important that is.
Exactly. If you don't know the condition or status of your family, you know, being able to talk to them and find out they're okay, I mean, it's going to be extremely difficult to get through that in the first place, but even more difficult if you don't know where your family's at, if you don't know they're okay. And being able to communicate with them gives you just a little bit of reassurance, and maybe, yeah, we can get through this. I know everybody's okay, we can get through this now.
Well, what about just, you know, that's what I would consider inbound information for your family. But Mike, what about outbound information?
Well, everyone in a disaster or emergency wants to know a few things. How bad is it? Where can I go for help? Those sorts of things. It really, for a lot of us, boils down to that battery-powered radio that you have in your home emergency kit, where you can turn into the emergency alert stations, the radio stations, the broadcast systems that are on the air. And that system is not a news function, but rather delivering disaster public information. Is the water safe to drink? Are the freeways open? If the hospitals are not accepting injured or casualties, where can you go to get that kind of help? So all that information, that battery-powered radio, becomes indispensable for people.
I would opt for the wind-up one myself. I'm thinking you'd be wanting to listen.
You've always got the power when you do that.
Yeah.
One of the important things that comes through communication, again, inbound, though, is the importance of following emergency instructions. You know, if they're available, if the government's able to give you that type of warning, it's important that the public knows how to follow emergency instructions, to take protective action such as evacuate or shelter in place, or to drop cover and hold on during an earthquake. You know, if we don't know how to protect ourselves during an emergency, the rest of these things may not be so important. They may not matter if we don't know how to survive the disaster in the first place.
And I think that this is a very good topic, and we've actually run out of time for the show, but that's only on the air. So what I would like to do is invite all of you who are watching and are interested in this topic to join us on our website, thecountyseat.tv, and join an extended conversation, which we will carry on now, and we'll look for you there. Thank you for joining us on the County Seat. We would like to remind everybody to take a moment of reflection at the great loss that happened to this country on 9/11 10 years ago. And we'll see you in our extended conversation. So long.